tornati, la seconda intervista è cominciata. I wrote the entire interview in English,
Yes.
but I just heard che tu parli italiano.
Io parlo un po' italiano, ma...
Okay.
Okay,
You prefer,
Yes.
either way, you prefer to have this
I
in
think
English.
it's better if we do it in English.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, we can introduce one word here and there in Italian, but let's proceed in English.
How you prefer, however you prefer.
Thank you.
You're my host. Be my guest, Vanessa. So, I'll start with the first question. Obviously, your interview is probably going to be a little longer.
Okay.
Since I will probably have to translate what I say and what
Okay.
you say, so we have like a bit more time to spend together, but it won't be a problem. I
No
think.
problem. I'm here to stay.
Great. So, first question is super easy.
Okay.
For those who don't know you, like, who are you? Introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay. So my name is Vanessa. I'm from Spain. I work in the fashion business for a long time, and now I'm focused into communication and digital marketing, and especially into streetwear and sneakers, which is like my passion and where I spend most of my work.
So, the second question is some kind of my very own curiosity. Sorry if I'm nosy, maybe, I don't know.
You can be nosy. Yeah. Go ahead.
I read online that you started working like at 18 years old, so
Yeah.
basically it's after high school.
Yes.
Like you made this choice because you didn't want to attend university, or it was just because you wanted to get the money?
It's a very it's a very good question. Actually, I didn't even finish high school. I had to finish afterwards. Like I really like drop because I was not interested, not motivated into high school. I wanted to study acting. I wanted to be an actress, and my parents said, "No, we are not going to spend that
I
money."
saw a couple of videos on Vimeo.
Okay.
I was researching about you, and I saw these videos on
Like, oh
Vimeo,
my
and I
God.
was like, "Oh, well, that's her. Like that's the face." But
Yeah, well, it's a very long story, but I dropped high school. I went to London. I moved to London. I started working at Burger King, and then one day a guy stopped me on the subway and he asked me if I wanted to become a model, and I was like, "This is so weird, but I'm gonna do it." And I started doing it, and it went very well. So then I started making money, and I didn't need to go back to study or getting a normal job for a long
Okay.
time. Yeah, that was like really nice thing
And-
that happened to me.
when did you realize that you wanted to actually study?
Um, well, you know, when you get older and you realize that you start to apply for jobs, and when you have no, I mean, you know, titles or, you know, this kind of thing that proves that you are, you know, able to do the kind of job, then you think, oh my God, I need to study to prove somehow that, you know, I'm good enough for certain type of jobs. So I finished high school, and then, you know, I study other things, but yeah, basically.
It wasn't enough. But
Yeah.
I think it's a good story, you know, like a lot of us, I feel we get a lot of pressure when it comes to university and graduating
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone wants you to do it on time, like do it at this pace, don't any space for yourself. And this is a good story actually. You made us understand that you can do it whenever you want. It does not mean that you're not gonna succeed.
Yeah, I mean, you can study also, but I think as long as you work hard and you know where you're going, you can drop high school. I mean, I don't recommend it to anyone. Like, I'm not like, guys, drop high school because it's shit. No, I'm not like that, you know, like, study if you can. If you are motivated, do it. But if you are not motivated and you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you want to do, you want to do something your parents don't believe on, then, you know, just really tune with yourself and think, okay, what's the way that I have to take? And sometimes that way means that you have to drop high school, then perhaps you have to do it. I don't know. But I'm not recommending to anyone to do it, okay?
You really do 1,000 things, like plus one. You do a lot of stuff. Like researching about you on the internet, I saw your LinkedIn profile because I'm a lurker. I'm sorry. You have like an endless resume. Like, how do you do that? But it's not about that, but like what pushes you to do such a big job? It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I like many things, and I want to like try different things that I like. But okay, the things that I like the most is fashion and music. That's I guess where I focus most of the things I do. And I had brands, fashion brands, but that's we put it into the fashion category. I had stores that we put that into the fashion category as well. And then, for example, I'm doing my radio show now that we put that into the music category. So I do many things, but it's really like music and fashion and music. It's like, and I try to connect those two worlds because those are the things that I love.
We were talking about your brands, your project, your super cool podcast. Like, I love the La Piscine while
you so
research
much.
about you.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about like the project, like back the socks, or the work you did with the Urban Women's Club, which was the female division of Urban Jungle, the
Yes.
store.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Can you tell us about it a little bit?
You want me to tell you about Urban Jungle this time?
What do you prefer?
Okay, let's talk about the Urban Jungle project. This project was born like Urban Jungle wanted to focus onto the female audience. They saw opportunity in the market that females were more into streetwear and sneakers. And I got into the project and I really wanted to help them to push that like through social media, organizing events, hooking up with really cool females into the in the fashion business and that worked really well. They liked my work. So until now I was creating content for them. Like sometimes we organize fashion shootings, or I did a really nice event that I'm really proud of it actually. It was called Celebrate Women's Sneaker Culture, and we did a huge event in Madrid. We brought Venus X, the DJ from New York. It was a really nice event full of females, having fun. And from that event, the division became even more like focused into what we were doing. And the Instagram started to grow. We get like many people asking to collaborate with us, but just really, selling like what's in the store, but translating into a bigger female world.
Bigger picture.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I believe also a moment for connecting women.
Yes, definitely. We did that in Madrid at that moment. Like there are many females that wanted to get into a community that wasn't done yet. So when we organized this event and we started to invite female sneakerheads, they actually told me like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I was really looking for this kind of community here. So that made me really happy.
And the next question is about this. Like, how do you feel about being a lady in this kind of business? Like, we can definitely see that there's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
It's basically
Many
everyone
guys
is,
here.
is a man. So, how
Yeah.
do you feel like about being a lady and doing this? Like, how do you take pride in that?
Really, if I tell you the truth, I was never felt like out of place for being a female inside this world. Like I'm so used to hanging out with men, and mostly I'm with men. And it also happens to me in the music scene because I'm into hip hop, and hip hop is not big between females, not that big. So I'm always around men, and I never felt undervalued or underestimated or disrespected, nothing at all. So I don't want to put how can I say, my experience as the experience for every woman, because I know that some women feel out of place or underestimated or something. So we really need to help those women to find their place in the sneaker community or music scene. But my experience, my personal experience is really good. I'm just like, I feel like fish in water in this world. I'm fine. I'm great.
My next question relates to the hip hop thing we just talked about, because you also have a super cool podcast. I already said that. Like, I'm a voracious podcast listener. I love listening to podcasts. And your podcast is called La Piscina,
Yes.
which is like the pool, La Piscina.
Swimming pool, La piscina.
Okay,
Sí.
but in French it sounds so much better.
Yeah, I know everything sounds better in French.
I know, oh my god. We have like, later we have the interview with the guys that knew, and they all
Okay.
speak French, and I don't know how to speak French, and I'm super embarrassed. Oh my god.
You're gonna be fine.
And I also realized that other, like, Southern Europeans, like Italians, aren't really that keen on podcasts.
Yeah.
It's not so common for people to listen to podcasts. But in a world, like in a place where it's not that famous, how do you pick your hosts, your guests, and the topics and everything?
Yeah. I just pick the things I love.
Okay,
This is not-
just easy to tell.
No secret. No secret. I do the things I love. I have no pressure in doing La Piscine because it's my baby. So I don't have a boss or someone telling me, oh, you should do this or do that. I get advices from friends or my husband or things like that, but there is no pressure, and I only do the things I love. Like the last host that I had, they were these 3 producers from LA, and the music is just like, it's so beautiful to me that I'm so happy to have them that I can't believe my luck. And I have no pressure in like trying to do something more commercial or because I have a sponsor or something like that. I have no sponsors, I have no boss, so I do just what I love, like natural.
So we are almost done.
Okay.
It was amazing, but like, can you tell us something you're working on right now? Something you want to anticipate? We are going to be very discreet. No one is going to know. We can keep the secret. Maybe.
Okay. I can tell you something. Recently I started my own agency, communication agency, and basically I'm trying to connect those worlds that we are talking about, fashion and music. I'm organizing or into the organization of this really nice festival of female DJs happening in Madrid. And I'm trying to get the sponsors really interested in this because this is going to be very cool, very, like nothing like that in Madrid happened before as far as I know. And it's going to be filled with the international DJs, all international, international, I say many times. And I'm very excited about that. And also this is going to be like one of my first jobs with my own agency, so it's very exciting.
So last question, and then you're good to go. You're
Okay,
free.
I can stay here if you want.
Do you have like any icons or someone who inspires you to do this job? Like someone you look after too?
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm mostly inspired by women that are like around my age, doing the same, into the same kind of business that I am. For example, I'm really inspired by, June from Ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, I love her so much, and she's doing, now Dior, and she's really inspiring and she's beautiful. And I'm also really loving Leah McSweeney from Married to the Mob. I don't know if you know her.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her, and she also has like million projects, and she's so funny, and she's like my idol. She also, designed some sneakers, and there's so many ladies that were into collaborations. Like a while ago, she did a collaboration with Nike like 10 years ago. I also love Basti. She's a DJ. She also had the first collaboration with Jordan. Like these kind of ladies, that I can follow on Instagram or I can read about them, and they really inspire me. And sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, I don't know, you read a story from them, I'm like, okay, if she could do this, I could do it too.
Yeah, we
So
need
that
to
kind of
like
thing.
setting a realistic, goal. Like,
Yeah.
I would never go and look at someone who does something completely different from me because it's no inspiration. So you
Exactly.
need to put something attainable.
Yeah.
You need to keep it real.
Yeah. So yeah, those are like my ladies. I have more, but like I could mention those 3.
So, Vanessa, we're done here.
Thank you so much for
You've
having
been
me.
amazing.
Thank you. You too. You are amazing.
Oh, thanks. This morning we only wanted to have ladies, like you know,
Okay.
to do it like just between us girls.
Yes, perfect.
And it was a moment for us to discuss together about this point of view. And it was so nice having you. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Enjoy the festival and everything.
Yeah, I just want to say that KICKIT is really amazing. Even it's my first time here, and the vibe is so cool. And you know, you can see the people. The sun is out today.
The sun
It was-
came out.
It was raining, and we had
Yeah.
rain, but no, now it's sunny and it's amazing. And the whole team, you guys are super, super the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
much. You make it so easy for us.
Thank you.
Like guests like you make it super easy. Have a nice day,
My
Vanessa.
pleasure. You
It
too.
was
Okay.
amazing having you here. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.